that. And that's kind of what ended it, is the fact that the Britain obviously settled the colonies, but we had guns, obviously. Everyone had a gun, so that Britain, when they came over with the best military in the world at the time, mind you, we kicked their ass. We're like, no, get the fuck out of here. So
it's not that they had the best military. I know they did have the best fleet, but we didn't fight them by the water too much.
No, they had the best organized and trained military of the entire world at that time, because they owned pretty much most of Africa. They owned.
Did have a better one. The only thing is, we kind of cheated a little bit. That was the only, because they were doing the conventional warfare, where it'd be
we were doing guerrilla tactics.
A literally formation of people shooting at each other, and then we'd have people just shooting at them from random places, and they didn't know where they were coming from, so they could.
Well. Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Not cheating. That's just being smart.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Smart, but it's not like they had terms set. It was just like.
I mean, that's like saying the Navy's cheating. That's like saying the Navy's cheating flying Tomahawk missiles into Syria.
Well, I mean, no. So obviously things changed since then. But then, when was it?
I get what.
Geneva Convention.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Banned, like napalm, all this different stuff because this killed too many civilians. Oh, the military can't use hollow points, but your police can because fucking inhumane. Weird.
But Grinch, I get what you're saying, man. Obviously it was the unconventional type at the time, but we learned that from the Indians, because obviously the colonists settled and the Indians
during the night, everything.
Yeah, the sneak attacks, that's what we learned from them, and so we kind of adapted that kind of way to survive against them, and then we get attacked by this military. Now, I don't know about you, but if my odds are 99-1 in a field where we stand up and line up and shoot each other, I don't know why I wouldn't take the option that would make it like 40-60 by hiding in a tree and shooting the leader to where they scatter and then we can pick them off one by one.
I wasn't arguing against it. I'm just saying like we that's the reason why we won. Like you got to think like, how many of those people.
This went from a political debate to history debate.
Well, well, if you want a true history lesson, World War II, when Japan bombed Pearl Harbor. Hold on. The reason, when asked why they didn't take that advance and invade California and the U.S. coastline, the literal reason that they did not is because they feared American citizens. Because at this time, obviously, Americans had guns, and they knew that. Not only would they have to not only would they have to fight the U.S. military and all of that stuff, they would actually have to fight the citizens defending their homes. And Japan, even though they did kamikazes and stuff like that, they knew it would be a hopeless war to invade the U.S. directly. Now, taking that away, that takes away a lot of the U.S. defense right there. Like, maybe not as much in modern days with Tomahawk missiles and things like that of, like, the high-grade military missiles and such.
Oh, yeah. Like,
but for any land invasion...
still a reason why we don't get invaded and we go fight on those grounds is because of our civilians having weapons to defend them.
Yeah, so... Yeah. I like history lessons. This worked out in my favor.
Alright, before I say my piece, we're going to do the first 10, and we're going to end my recording. Actually, no, it already stopped itself, which is cool. So cool. We'll just keep going then. Make it like part 2. Well, I mean, it picked up everything. Probably just stopped for some reason. Probably it's too long or something. Anyway, let's continue on. Yeah, so like I said, we'll do the first 10. We'll end it, and then we'll do the last 10. Call it a separate video.
Okay. You're gonna have to merge the two now, aren't you? Though.
Yeah, but it's still gonna be like about an hour, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
All right. And
I hope it picked up our history.
As far as gun laws go, I mean, the only thing that's going to stop a criminal with a legal gun faster is a citizen with a gun. You know, because a criminal, he's going to think twice before he goes rob somebody. If he knows that they have a gun. You know, like if I'm getting ready to go rob a house, you know, and I know that the dad in there has a gun, I'm going to think 2 or 3 times about doing it.
Probably pick another house.
Yeah, you know, but at the same time, there should be certain stipulations with gun laws, you know. Like people with a criminal history should not be allowed to have one. People with a severe mental disorder should not have one.
That law is in effect.
Yeah, those are the good laws.
In was it Texas? I forget what place it was, but
yeah, you're talking about the ex Air Force guy that shot up the church.
yeah. So that guy, he was not even supposed to have guns, but it
Yeah.
was a mess up on the government's fault.
That's what I'm saying though. Like all gun laws aren't bad. Some of them are good laws, but the ones they're making these days are trying to take away the Second Amendment and trying to disarm lawful citizens, and that's just going to increase crime, increase death of people that should have guns and don't. You know, and in all honesty, it's just going to fuck everything up.
Did you say deaf people?
Death of people.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's wrong with deaf people having guns? They can't hear. How's that affect anything?
But yeah, so I mean, not all the laws are bad, but you know, there are a couple of them that should be immediately repealed.
Yeah. All right.
Which ones, to be specific?
What was the big one I saw the other day? It was something about like I don't know where it was, but something like ex-military with even like slight mental problems. Like if I wanted to go, I can't remember where it was supposed to go through, but like it's like if I had to go there, I wouldn't be able to get one because I have anxiety and depression. You know, like certain laws just should not be ever into effect because then it's going to cause like certain people that should have guns to not have them. You know, because like a big plan for me, especially when I go home, is I want to get my conceal and carry permit. You know, and with all the training I've had with certain guns, you know, I would be a good handler of a weapon and be able to use it responsibly.
Where are you from, by the way?
I'm from Missouri.
Okay.
Yeah, same place as me. We're childhood friends.
Yeah. So, but like, not all laws are bad. You know, and one thing I saw I think it was a senator say, she's like, something about like if guns weren't on shelves, nobody would buy them. Like, I want to know what Walmart she's going to and which Walmart she's buying meth from.
Right?
Like, I've never walked into Walmart and be like, okay, there's the bread, there's the cookies, drugs.
See, I've never gone somewhere and be like, oh, they don't have it. Well, I guess I'll just end my search here.
Yeah, like if a criminal wants something that bad, they'll go through deep lengths to get it.
Yeah.
So, this next one should be an easy one because we're all white.
Well, the next two honestly should be pretty easy for us all, but we'll see.
I actually have quite a bit to say about this next one.
Number 9, saying the N-word by any race.
Okay.
So I'll start with Gamer.
You might or might not want to cut this one out.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, he's... I know I have heard Grinch say it, but personally, for me...
Okay, you're definitely cutting that out.
Grinch,
nope, I don't know how to edit. You're fine.
I'll edit it if he really wants it to, but okay, so personally with this, it's a racial slang, and if they really don't want it being said, should they not say it themselves? Like, is that not how that works? If I don't want to be called something stupid, obviously I'm not going to then turn around and call someone else something stupid. Like, I never use it. I personally will never use it. I don't like it, but I also don't think it's okay that just because they're black, they should be allowed to call them themselves. Like, if you don't want it being used, don't use it on yourself.
All right, Grinch, you have anything to say on it?
A couple things. So first off on the topic, so since white people invented the N-word, right? Wouldn't it be cultural appropriation for black people to use it anyway? That's a joke, by the way. Don't take that completely serious. But,
okay, I was starting to think like really deep about that.
It would technically be cultural appropriation, but I mean those cultures were kind of intertwined before they had rights. So I mean another thing is I actually watched a video on this the other day. So there's this thing where Kanye would pull white people on stage to read off his lyrics that had the N-word in it, just to make everyone feel like it's okay for people to say it. It's like, and it's in a song, it's not being used derogatory. A lot of rappers have came out and said that. But who was this? Kendrick Lamar, however, he did this to people. He did this to white people, and he would use this to completely just like utterly like.
I remember when that happened.
Yeah, he did the reverse way of how it should have been done. Like you obviously picked her. I think the song he picked this chick for was a song that said the N-word a total of 36 times. And of course it came up once and he had him stop it immediately.
Alright.
It's made her feel completely bad about it. I mean, so you can say it if you want to, freedom of speech. Use it, you know, derogatorily to offend someone. Probably shouldn't do that, but then again, that's your choice again.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, I've never met, like, a racist person that actually just believes that, like, white is right. Kind of, I don't know, just jazz, I don't know. Never met that person.
Did you say jizz jazz?
Yeah, dude,
I just imagine semen doing jazz.
I'm still thinking about, like, the next thing I'm talking about, but,
Jeez.
the facts, what Gamer was saying, don't call someone it if you don't want it to be called it yourself. Personally, where I come from, no one really cares if you use it. It's normal. If they do have a problem with it, they'll just like come up to you like, "Hey, man, I'm uncomfortable with that." You're like, "Okay, I'm sorry. I won't use that around you." Cool. You're fine. You're cool there. But every once in a while, you'll get that one kid from Chicago transferred to your school, and you're in fucking Iowa. So they take great offense to basically everything. You call someone a bitch in a joking manner, they get offended.
I feel like this is a.
Imagine what the N-word would do to them.
I feel like this is a personal experience for you.
Well, not so much, but I have heard bitching about it, and it kind of just made me think. So, it's depending on where you live, it's acceptable for everyone to say it, but like I know like there's a lot of places, especially like California, it's probably really frowned upon. Illinois, I'm guessing it's just that main city because I've heard different things from other people on the outskirts, a bunch of different places. Yeah, it's in the end it's a word, but then again you can't hold that one word to like the highest standard and all these other ones like way down here. Like you can say all these words, but not this one.
All right, is that all you got?
Yep, that's it for me.
All right, go for it, Titania.
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting ready to be presented a PowerPoint.
Tiny bit of a history and literature lesson, everyone. So, first off, I'm going to say I have agreed with what everyone has pretty much said thus far, and just the general treat people how you want to be treated. Like, if you're going to say it, don't be offended when someone says it to you, kind of thing. I still do think it is a derogatory word, especially in this day and age. But okay, so I'm gonna go into the fact that I am an English major, and
Ooh,
last year when I took American literature, one of the books we read was Mark Twain's Huckleberry Finn. That book in particular is known for having the most sayings of the N-word in it.
It's a good book, though.
It is. But the problem is that today, you know, not everyone sees it that way. And that book is actually being banned from schools because solely for the purpose of how many times it has the N-word in it. And I have
the same thing with like To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, but not to the same extent. It's
so I know that word's mentioned at least once or twice in that book.
Yeah, again, it's not to the same extent because in Huck Finn it's said over 200 times. But because of that, it's being banned from schools, and just because people now are seeing it more and more, you know, as an offensive word. But the problem with that is that you're now just taking something that's a classic out of the education system. And that book in particular is helpful toward education because it gives so much history behind that word. And it's like you're you're basically wanting to erase something that happened. It's like you can't deny that slavery happened or whatever. Okay, it's like you're trying to now cater to the people who have a problem with it, which is wrong because now it's taking something valuable out of the education system for everyone else to learn more about that culture in that time.
Guys, I think we just got schooled.
Well, yeah, she's an English major. None of us have been to college.
That is my piece on it.
I think actually, for my part, I think I actually disagree with a lot of you. You know, because at this point, the way that African American culture is, you know, at this point is a saying that they use. You know, so I don't really see the issue with, you know, African American, you know, society using it on themselves. You know, I do agree that it originated from white people as a derogatory term. You know, but if the black community wants to use it, then let them use it. You know, white people, some of the African American people are, you know, okay with white people using it. You know, like I said, I talked to Gamer the other day. I knew a guy here on base that he would say it to his African American friend because he was okay with it. You know, and some people are. You know, but it's like I said yesterday when I was talking to Gamer about it, you know, if your friend that happens to be African American is okay with it, then yeah, I mean, but if you're in a place where it's not okay or like in public where somebody could get offended, don't use it. You know, but
Yeah.
as far as the African American community using it on each other, again, it's freedom of speech. If they want to use it, let them use it. There's no point in taking away that right just because they don't like other people using it. You know, that's just preference.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right, I think we got one more, and then we're gonna. This one should be an easy one. And I'm actually gonna take this one first because I have so much to say about this.
All right.
Number 10 is pedophilia, and mine is a very, very short and quick answer. If you touch my kids or I catch you touching my kids, I will shoot you in the fucking face. All right? There is no reason that you're 34 trying to put hands on my 6-year-old or my 8-year-old. You know, I get sometimes there's a difference. You know, if you're 36, you're dating like a 26-year-old, you know, it's a little weird once it gets, you know, past like a 5-year mark. You know, but if that person is over the age of 18, they can make their own choices. You know, so if an 18-year-old wants to date a 40-year-old, I don't agree with it, but do what you want to do. You know, I'm not going to say nothing. But if you're an adult trying to fuck with a minor, that's wrong, and it should be illegal. And here's what's really fucked up is that they're trying to now gain, you know, publicity within the LGBT community. Even LGBT's like, no, that's not what we're about. You know, pedophilia, plain and simple, is wrong, and you should be castrated.
Right.
Damn.
Yep.
That's my piece on it.
All right. I mean, we're all going to go pretty fast here, but mine's pretty much the exact same thing. Like, if you're within a certain age limit, there's just no reason for you to be thinking like this 6-year-old is no, that's disgusting. No 6-year-old is that it's just not okay. Now, some people call you a pedophile if you turn 18 and you're dating like a 16-year-old. I don't think that's okay. Just because they're 2-year difference, you suddenly hit this age mark. That's not okay.
Yeah, like 18 to 16 is understandable, you know, but like once you get like
it's when you get to like this 40-year-old who finds this like 12-year-old attractive or something. It's like, no, dude, I just fucking no. So we're all gonna pretty much, I think, be on the same page here. But yeah, it's disgusting and should not be.
Yeah, when it comes to like the ages of like 15, 16, 17, I kind of leave it to about a 5 to 6 year mark before I kind of find it kind of creepy and maybe probably someone to say something.
Yeah.
You know, so like if you're like 17 or 15, you want to date someone that's 20, a little weird, but I mean, as long as like everybody who needs to know is in the know, like your parents should definitely know about something like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
But like I said, if you're like 17, 16, 15, dating a 25, 26, 27-year-old, that's someone to say something to the authorities. That's
Well,
a little.
See, I had for example, someone at my high school. She was 16. She was dating a 29-year-old, and her mom was okay with it. But to be fair, when she broke up with that 29-year-old, her mom then started dating him. And now it's her new stepdad. So
How awkward. How awkward that be? And that's the thing too. Like, because I have my mom, and then of course my sister, my older sister's about my same age. So like, I can't imagine like living with those two, because when somebody came over, I'd be like, should I punch him or should I play catch with him? I don't.
Right?
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Luckily,
weird.
my mom's already married, and my stepsister or my half sister to live with me. But like having like someone like you date them and then your mom marries them, is that like a step up or a step down? You know what I mean?
Oh, that would be not okay. But all right, what about you guys? What's your opinions?
So have you guys heard about like the MAP movement?
Yes.
No.
You, Shelby, no?
No.
So basically, the MAP movement was a minor attracted person, so it had to deal with normalizing pedophilia. However, this was actually a troll thing that was set up by someone, and then a bunch of retarded pedophiles actually believed it, so now it's an actual thing. But it's very small. That's why the LGBT community doesn't, endorse it. Because everyone pretty much knows that's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't make the map thing a big deal. If anyone's out there thinking about that, that's like no one cares about that at all. It's probably never gonna get brought into the news. What else? Pedophiles, yeah, just fucking, I don't know, kill them. Get rid of them.
Jesus.
I like the way this guy thinks. If you're a pedophile, you don't even get like lethal injection. What you do is you stand in front of a bunch of military vets, just firing a squad.
Yeah, there's honestly just something wrong with you if you're attracted to a prepubescent child. It's just fucking.
And that also goes along with lines: parents that give your 12-year-old daughter makeup, stop it.
Yeah, if anyone ever looked at what makeup is actually, you'd be very like cautious of giving it to your child.
Well, like they're just like teaching their kids like, oh hey, it's okay to go paint yourself like a fucking clown.
Well, no. So here's where makeup actually came from. Makeup was to sexualize yourself. So everyone's like, oh, it makes me prettier. It's like, no, you're just sexualizing your. So when you give,
like sacking in prison,
a little girl, what are you actually doing?
Yeah, that's how all these 12-year-olds suddenly start looking like they're fucking 18 whores or some shit. Like, okay, Aubrey, if you're watching this, don't let your friend I'm about to talk about watch it, because you will be pissed off at me. But my sister was in 7th grade, okay?
All right.
A new girl moved to the school, and Aubrey was so excited about this friend, right? And she's like, oh, Mom, can this friend come over here, blah, blah, blah. And Mom's like, yeah, sure, why not? And I'm not kidding. This girl that came over, I had to do a double take because I thought she was a fucking older than me and was wearing a bra and a tiny-ass pair of booty shorts. And my mom seen that, and she was like, Aubrey, you have a brother here. I don't think that's appropriate wear. And I was kind of like, is she really in 7th grade, Aubrey? I think you need better friends.
She held back.
The biggest issue I've ever seen is like I was in Aurora, and we had like a church kind of thing. It was like a trick or treat where you go walk around the church parking lot. You play games, you get treats, and I shit you not, I saw a girl that was literally dressed like a whore, like a little girl, maybe 8 or 9, wearing like a really slutty dress, makeup and shit all painted up, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing with your child?
Halloween? Oh god. Yeah, I guess another thing on that too is how is this going? I did notice when I was growing up, like I see all these kids wearing all this makeup, and they're also wearing like booty shorts and fucking short skirts. It's like, I just like look to the parent, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you don't see a problem with that at all? Not at the slightest bit. That is, it just sickened me. I'd like work at a grocery store and I'd see this all the time. I couldn't fucking stand it. I'd try to avoid those people as much as possible.
Yeah, sounds about right. I think we all just kind of stole the Daniel's turn.
Alright, I'm just gonna be short, sweet, and to the point in a matter of 9 words. Pedophilia is wrong. It's a sin. Don't do it.
Pedophilia is wrong. It's a...
I counted it out too.
I counted 8.
I counted 8. We were talking.
I said, no, it's 9 words.
Pedophilia is a sin. Don't do it. It's wrong.
No. I said pedophilia is a sin. It's wrong. It is wrong. Don't do it.
Okay, it is wrong. You said it's wrong.
Yeah, you combined 2 words. What are you doing? Freaking English majors making us lose our brains.
You're welcome.
English majors make us do math.
Yep.
You're not qualified to do that.
Trust me, I hate math as much as you do, but yet I'm involved in music too, which is basically counting.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I do a lot of that right now.
I can't get over all you and your serial numbers. Oh.
Alright, so is this where the break in the episode comes in?
Yeah, if everybody's got their say and we got any like last thoughts.
Alright.
Yep.
You got last thoughts?
Don't fuck children. Don't abort them.
Are you off tomorrow?
Don't take my guns. I don't even remember what else.
Recap: abortion.
Recap:
abortion. Yeah, don't do it unless you're raped. LGBT community, don't fuck on the lawns. Non-binary, stop your shit. Breastfeeding in public, feed the baby. Feminism, don't be special. Manism doesn't exist. Long-distance relationships, try hard. Gun laws, I'll fuck you up. You try to take my guns. Say the N-word. I mean, we're pretty skipped on that. Pedophilia, we will kill you. We good?
I think that about sums it up.
Alright, we will see you guys in the next episode.